This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
It's time to get nefarious with some Sopranos trivia. This mafia drama was all the rage a few years ago, and it's front and center on today's episode of the Dorky Geeky Nerdy Trivia Podcast. All season long, I've got TV trivia, and we're coming towards the end. Just a few months to go, and we'll have our season finale. If you're looking for more trivia or to dive deeper into this episode, visit dorkygeekynerdy.com. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. This is episode 305, and let's dig in. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Who played the show's lead, Tony Soprano? James Gandolfini. Number 2. Who was Tony's wife? Carmela Soprano. Number 3. What was the name of Tony's therapist? Dr. Jennifer Melfi. Number 4. In what U.S. state does most of the series take place? New Jersey. Number 5. Tony feeds what animals that visit his pool? Ducks. Number 6. Paul Gualtieri often goes by what nickname? Polly Walnuts. Number 7. What network ran The Sopranos? HBO. Number 8. What is the name of Tony's daughter? Meadow Soprano. Number 9. Who was Tony's Russian mistress in seasons 1 and 2 of the show? Irina Peltsin. Number 10. Who played Carmela Soprano? Edie Falco. The Geeky Round. Number 1. What is the name of the Soprano family's main rival family? The Lupertazzi family. Number 2. Who is Tony's son? Anthony A.J. Soprano Jr. Number 3. The R in the show's logo was replaced by what? A gun. It was added so audiences wouldn't think the show was about music. Number 2. What was the name of the 2021 prequel film? The Many Saints of Newark. Number 5. Tony heads up what crime family? The DeMio crime family. Number 6. What euphemism does Tony use for his mob activities? The waste management business. Number 7. What diner is featured in the final scene of the series? Holston's Diner. Number 8. Tony murders which family member after a car crash in season 6? Christopher Moltisanti. Number 9. Which character is killed at the end of season 1 for being an FBI informant? Salvatore Bonpensero. Number 10. Tony Soprano buys what racehorse? Pie oh my. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. How many seasons does The Sopranos have? Six seasons. Number 2. Who is the creator of The Sopranos? David Chase. Number 3. In what year did The Sopranos premiere? It started in 1999. Number 4. What does Tony say to his enemies before a hit? It's nothing personal. Number 5. What is the name of the strip club that Tony frequents? The Bada Bing. Number 6. Which cast member is also a member of Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band? Steven Van Zandt. Number 7. What song is playing during the final cut to black at the end of the series? Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Number 8. What was the title of the final episode? Made in America. Number 9. What actor accepted his role with the condition that his character never became a rat? Tony Sirico. Number 10. Whose murder allowed Tony to, quote, make his bones? Willie Overall. You make it through without getting pinched by the feds? I hope so. It's sci-fi trivia next week. Here's a clue. What sci-fi series brought back a venerable franchise after a 12-year absence from TV? The show had its finale earlier this year, and I wanted to get it in for this season, especially since a whole host of its sister shows have had episodes on this podcast. See you back here on Wednesday. This was episode 305 of the Dorky Geeky Nerdy Trivia Podcast. If you'd like to help support the show, become a patron at patreon.com/dorkygeekynerdy. This podcast is written, produced, and hosted by me, Brian Rollins. If you're into audiobooks or are looking to have your book turned into an audiobook, contact me at thevoicesinmyhead.com. This show was released under Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. Thanks for listening. Long before the Summer of Love, pride parades down Market Street, and the fight for marriage equality, San Francisco in 1953 was all about the Red Scare, FBI investigations, yellow journalism run amok, and the ladies who play mahjong over tea. In The Unexpected Heiress, Private Detective Nick Williams is called in to see his lawyer and friend Jeffrey Klein, whose mystery client, under contract to Metro, was just arrested at the Kit Kat Club on Polk Street, but somehow got off with a bench warrant. Jeffrey wants to know who in the police department worked things behind the scenes for the star of the upcoming blockbuster, It Was Raining Then. Meanwhile, a late-night phone call from his estranged father sends Nick into a tailspin, and a family secret, along with a lot of other things better kept hush-hush, are all splashed on the front pages of the Daily News. It ain't pretty. In the end, for Nick and his lover, a strapping firefighter named Carter Jones, it's actually the beginning of a whole new way of doing business. The Unexpected Heiress by Frank W. Butterfield is book one in the Nick and Carter series and is available now on Audible and iTunes.